What up, you guys? It's gonna be a super short podcast because, like, I already started at 14%, so it's not much time before my phone dies. But I want to talk about risking capital to gain more capital. Why the rich people are doing it, why the poor people are scared to do it. You know what I mean? It's crazy how we classify what's important and what's not. You know what I mean? You take a $400 pair of sneakers, right? Someone is going to justify buying that, even though they only make $17,000 a year after taxes. But a $400 pair of sneakers makes sense to them because they have an emotional connection to them. But it's a liability, you know what I mean? It's, it depreciates in value over time. It's not an asset. It doesn't bring you money for having it. There's a reason why people are willing to invest money. And I know investing sounds stupid because to the uneducated, investing is no different than gambling. Your investment becomes a gamble when you don't know what the hell you're doing, when you're praying for a miracle. Like, it's one thing to train your body to hit a home run. It's a whole nother thing to not know anything about baseball or how to swing properly and just pray to God that you're going to hit a home run. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Christine? And, it's better to train your mind or train your body to be able to hit a home run. You know what I mean? Then you're not swinging for the fences, just praying for a Hail Mary. So there's all types of investments. You know what I mean? There's stocks, there's Forex, just all types of different stuff. There's real estate, you know. But like, you would have to get curious about the stuff and really research it before putting your money down. Like, some people, when they invest, they put 25 grand down on something that they have zero understanding of. That's a gamble. The reason that's a gamble and not an investment, even though some people would argue that's an investment, is because you don't know about the ROI. You don't know, like, you know what I mean? You don't know if it's going to go through or not. You're just praying that it does without properly being educated on it. So I want to do a video later about Facebook ads. I've been running some ads. I spent $13 so far and got one reaction, one comment. Well, actually, I think 4 likes, maybe one comment. It took like $13 to get that reaction. I'm going to show you the ad and I'm going to show you what I did. And also my ad spend account. I think I spent a total of 627 total. Never made $1 back. You might be like, yo, dude, why are you still investing? It's because I know what's waiting for me if I don't. You know what I'm saying? You know, the rat race that everybody's trying to get out of, like not being in a stationary hamster wheel that goes nowhere, like that race. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what's waiting to the man that doesn't care about learning how to invest. You know what I'm saying? Like, typical, like 9-to-5 job and stuff like that. And some people are cool with that. I understand how some people, they just need structure. They need, or at least they tell themselves they do. I really wonder all the time how many people need things because they tell themselves that they do, but they don't actually need it. But you could actually manipulate your own mind into believing you need something that you don't. Anyways, so when it comes to investing, I was watching a video yesterday. This guy, I think it's called Smart Rapper TV, something like that. If I'm not mistaken, YouTube channel. He's always teaching rappers how to make money on the side, how to, you know what I mean? Like, collaborations, just the ins and outs of the game. This guy's a producer and he's really putting out a lot of value and stuff. I've learned so much from watching his videos. And I definitely need to learn more. But he was talking about a good merchandise tactic for rappers is to get 1,000 wristbands, with your rap name on it. Because wristbands, they typically cost 11 cents per wristband, but 11 cents for a wristband. And then you could turn around and sell it for anywhere between $1, $1.50, $2. So, he was talking about how to turn $100 into $1,000. You know what I'm saying? Like, if a rapper has, 20,000 fans, that's a good investment on wristbands. You know what I mean? He was talking about how a fan, when they come to your show, they already spent $75 for a ticket, maybe, or maybe more. I have no idea. But on top of that, if you're selling T-shirts, it's really going to take a lot for the consumer to justify spending $25 on a shirt. You know what I mean? Because they already spent $75 for the ticket. But if you have $1 wristbands, the way people, you know what I mean, the way they weigh out the pros and cons in their mind, they'd be like, yo, well, it's just $1 or it's just $2. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's just crazy when he was doing the math, how when you could, like, bulk order a whole bunch of wristbands, 1,000 of them with your rap name on it, and then give it out to the fans. Like, because with T-shirts, there's problems with that. You might not have everybody's size. You might get stuck with small T-shirts because, you don't got any small fans. Or you might get stuck with, a bunch of colored T-shirts that no one likes, like maybe the color yellow. Like, there's a lot of people, they don't sell as much. You know what I mean? But wristbands, it could be something so simple, and the return on investment could be so great on that. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man, rich people, the reason they keep getting richer is because their money works for them. If for the people that have $1 million and they know how to invest their money in a smart way, every single dollar that they have, all $1 million, it's like individual employees working for them, like going out to recruit more money for them or more people. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what every dollar represents to the person that invests it and invest their money wisely. You know what I mean? Like you think rich people are working hard? They're not working hard. Like the middle class and the poor people are working hard as hell and barely having anything. Why is that? Why is it that it's because they know what to do with their money. They have financial wisdom. You know what I mean? And I want to talk about hating the rich people, how it doesn't better your circumstance. It's better to want to understand what the hell they know about money that makes their life so better. You know what I'm saying? Because hating them will make it so that if you ever meet one, you'll just despise them for what they have and think that they gotta, they've been ahead of life, or they, you know what I'm saying? Like, and just get mad that you weren't dealt the same cards. You know what I mean? I saw a quote that says, if you're born broke, if you're born into poverty, that's not your fault. But if you die broke, that's for damn sure your fault. You know what I mean? Which means that there's something you could have did about it. I know a guy who has a rich grandfather who does a lot of investing. I asked him, I said, bro, from your grandfather's perspective, would he say that being broke is a choice? You know what I'm saying? Because I know that pisses off a lot of people. No one likes to think that it's their fault that they're poor. And he said, yeah, man, he was like, he tells me that all the time. He says being broke is a choice because people neglect to want to learn the things that could make them rich, because they want to spend so much time hating the rich. You know what I'm saying? So, what's up, Ariana? So yeah, man, damn, I don't have much time. I'm at 6%. I might charge my phone and talk to you guys a little bit longer, but before you invest your money, get knowledgeable on whatever it is you're investing. You know what I'm saying? Not every investment is a scam. Not every investment is a complete waste of your money. And I want you to see how you classify a good use of your money versus a waste of your money. People won't invest $20 to possibly, you know what I'm saying, change their life, but they'll gladly spend $20 on the weekends to go, give me a second, on the weekend to go to the movie theaters, you know what I'm saying, to watch a movie, buy popcorn, you know what I'm saying, like, I researched what is the price of a pack of cigarettes every day if you live in New York City. I think a pack of cigarettes there is $13.50, something crazy like that. If you have a calculator right now and you calculate what is $13.50 times 365, like for the whole year, for those that do smoke one pack of cigarettes per day, people will justify that investment. But that's a liability. I'm saying having an addiction, any type of addiction, becomes a liability because it wastes your time. And when it comes to drugs, it's going to destroy your health. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure the people that are addicted, they know these things, but they use it as a form of escapism to, life sucks. Yeah, I get it. You know what I mean? But you could learn how to overcome, you know what I'm saying? You could learn new philosophies. If there's one thing that's destroying everybody's life right now, it's their perception of life. You know what I'm saying? Like, isn't it crazy that somebody could say something to you, maybe you know what I mean? Like, maybe someone tells you a compliment and your mind could twist it so much to the point where their compliment, you perceive it as an insult. And now you feel the effects of being insulted when they didn't even intend for you to interpret it the way that you did. It's crazy how your mind could make something mean what you want it to mean. You know what I'm saying? Or just, it has to mean that, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, people think they're so oppressed. People think that the world is against them. You know what I mean? The world really rewards the people that love wisdom. You know what I'm saying? The people that are seeking, how can I better myself, whether it be in terms of finances, mental health, investing, you know what I'm saying? Just, you got to be curious, man. And you got to spend less time hating people that have more than you, and just realize, so what if they was born into wealth? What does someone else's story have to do with you? You know what I'm saying? Like, what does it matter that someone was born winning? You know what I'm saying? That does nothing for your situation if you was born losing. You know what I'm saying? And getting mad at these people just doesn't do nothing for you. You know what I'm saying? And so yeah, like, I've lost a lot of money. I've lost at least $4,000. It's more than that, to be honest. You know, and you might wonder why the hell you keep investing, dude. It's because I know that if I don't, like, I'm gonna have to like dedicate my life to having a job. Might have to work. I might have to drive the car that I don't want to drive. I might have to work at a place I don't want to work at. I might have to be surrounded with employees that I don't want to work with. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you know, why would I settle for that if I know I'm capable of more? But it's not enough to know you're capable of more. You have to learn and then implement whatever it is that you're learning. So the $627 at least that I lost on Facebook advertisements, it's a learning process, and I don't regret any of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm excited to lose money. I know that shit sounds strange. I don't take it as a L. You know what I mean? I take it as a learning experience, because what I'm learning from it, I'll be able to implement into more advertisements and make that shit work somehow. Yo, I've seen a guy make 225 sales in under a week running Facebook advertisements. If you have a calculator right now, it was $90 per sale. He was in Motor Club of America. If you have a calculator right now, and if you multiply what's 225 times $90 per sale times 225, that's how much he made. And definitely less than 2 weeks. I think it was under a week, but it was definitely less than 2 weeks. You know why? Because he figured out Facebook ads. You know why he figured out Facebook ads? Because he didn't spend his time thinking that everything was a scam. You know why he didn't spend his time thinking everything was a scam? Because he wanted a better life for himself. And the only way to get that is to stop thinking, what if the biggest scam that exists is the mentality that we all been sold on when we went to school, the educational schooling system? Like, how do you know that you're not being scammed every day just by thinking everything around you is a scam? How do you know that that's not the scam? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you know that your concept of what's real, here's the thing, right? We see network marketers with so much cash in their hand, and we just say that it must be a scam. But what we're really saying is, if we got involved in that business opportunity, we don't believe that we could have the same ROI, the same return on investment. We don't believe that, because we know our work ethic, and we know, a lot of us know internally, that we just wouldn't be willing to put in the work that it takes to become wealthy. And because of that, then we don't deserve wealth if we're not willing to put in. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many people that want things, but in order to get what you want, you must first deserve what you want. And so many people don't deserve what they want because they're not willing to put in the time or learn. You know what I'm saying? I remember there was this dude, he joined a business that I was part of, and he was like, he came in with a lot of questions. And people asked him, yo, dude, did you watch the training videos that teach you how to make sales, that teach you how to talk to customers? Did you know what I'm saying? Did you consume any of it? He was like, nah, I don't have time to watch videos. I think it was like 13 videos. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have time to watch videos, then you don't have time to be rich. That's basically what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? And I know there's a lot of concepts about money. People say money doesn't matter, blah, blah, blah. Family is more important. I get that. But when you say yes to a lot of money, you are saying yes to your family. You know what I'm saying? What makes you think, unless when you say yes to a lot of money, it means that it consumes all of your time to the point that you have zero time for family. You know what I'm saying? I understand like work-life balance and stuff like that. But for the most part, if you could find a way to get wealthy, you're not the only one that benefits. I believe that there's a lot of goodness inside of people. I know the world is corrupt and there's a lot of messed up stuff going on, but I really think internally there's something within us all that makes us, want to be good, want to do things that are good for others, the betterment of other people. You know what I'm saying? Like, sincerely. And, there's so many people that benefit from you getting to the best place of your life, whatever that means. Just like when I started caring about my mental health, now me doing these podcasts, I have no idea how many people I'm benefiting, but it's because I took my mentality personal. I took, I had a philosophy that was destroying me and I had to change it. And I just learned so much. And you know what I mean? I think it would be selfish of me not to do these podcasts. That's why I do it so damn much, because I know someone's going to benefit from hearing whatever it is that I have to say, whether it be about money, potential, mindset, how to overcome depression and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like entitlement, so yeah, anyways. Getting back to that video I saw yesterday, it was just so crazy how when he was talking about how to turn $100 into $1,000 every time if you're a rapper, he was talking about just buying 1,000 wristbands, and a wristband costing like 11 cents. You know what I'm saying? Putting your name on it, and fans going to your show, and then they would justify spending $1 or $2 because they already spent 75 to come see you. So it's not a big deal for them, for a lot of people, to spend $1 more or $2 more. And he was just breaking down the psychology of why you can sell t-shirts to your fans, but if you have a bunch of $25 t-shirts, it takes a lot of more like cognitive thought before the fan is like, yeah, you know what, I'll get that, because you know what I'm saying? Like, and not that they don't, the merchandise might be awesome, the clothes might be awesome, you know what I mean? But they already bought tickets, so it's like they're being sold on it. It's like a high ticket item for them, you know what I'm saying? So anyways, yeah, man, I really believe you could get what you want out of life. I believe that for everybody who's alive, like every single person, whatever you want, you could probably, you know what I'm saying? There are certain restrictions being such as like, Not everybody's going to be LeBron James. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody's going to be Michael Jordan. There's going to be people that gas themselves up into thinking they were born to be ball players. They don't know how to dribble a damn basketball. You know what I'm saying? That's not their thing. But they would have been an amazing coach in basketball. They probably would have been an amazing like manager for a sports team. But they're going to spend like 27 years trying to be a ball player, and they're not cut out for that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, and one thing that's important is to put yourself in a position where you're getting constant feedback, criticism, and to be able to listen to it empathetically, believing that people have the right to say what they want, and just taking their constructive criticism and do with it whatever you will. You know what I'm saying? Like, allow it to shape you into being a better person, you know? And you don't have to listen to all the advice, but you know what I mean? You know what I like about people that don't like me? People that don't like me personally, they're honest. You know what I'm saying? If I ask for real feedback from people that don't like me, they'll tell me exactly why they don't fucking like me. You know what I'm saying? Isn't it crazy that you ask your friend what makes me a not likable person? They're almost scared to tell you because they don't know how you're going to take it. You know what I'm saying? They're protecting your feelings. You know what I'm saying? It almost makes me want to hang out with people that don't like me so I could get honesty out of people. And then I could use that honesty to shape me into the person that I'm meant to be. You know what I'm saying? Because like as much self-awareness as I do have, I might have certain blind spots that I have no idea about unless I go hang out with a hater and see what they have to say. You know what I mean? I know this shit sounds crazy. No one talks about this type of stuff. But yeah, man, constructive criticism, feedback, all this stuff helps make you grow. You know what I'm saying? The thing is, we all take it personally. We take it as an attack on character, and we use that as it being the reason that we don't want to grow. You know what I'm saying? Because we're always getting offended. I think the biggest waste of your time is getting offended. You know what I'm saying? Because you getting mad at someone's opinion doesn't change their opinion about you, because after you finish throwing a temper tantrum about what they had to say about you, they're still going to continue feeling that way. If not even more so, now they feel more justified feeling negative towards you because you had a negative reaction to their honesty. It almost makes people not want to be honest with you if they're going to get that reaction with. And this is why people feel like they have to coddle you like you're a damn baby and not be honest with you at all, because you're incapable of handling truth, and it stunts your growth. It gets in the way of you growing as a person and learning more. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever those things may be that you could potentially learn. What's up, Terry Reed? What's going on, bro? So yeah, man, growth matters. You know what I'm saying? Personal growth, mental health, all these things. Money definitely matters. Not more than people, but once you have if you care about a lot about people, I think the big-hearted people, man, there's so many people that are compassionate when it comes to other people. And they would just be in a better position to be that much more compassionate if they had that much more money that they could help that much more people with. And I'm not talking about only just like giving away money here and there. I'm talking like, you know, on a deeper level, like to understand finances and then teach the world whatever it is that you learn. Like, yo, best believe, like, when I start learning stuff, I'm putting it out for everything for free, everything. You know what I mean? Like this is like I see Gary Vaynerchuk doing this. I really admire his style, and I think it's awesome. You know what I mean? Like I know a lot of people take their knowledge and they package it into a $1,000 mastery course, and then they charge people for whatever it is that they learned over the years, because they're like, yeah, man, I had to struggle 10 years to learn this stuff, so I'll be damned if I just give it away for free and not profit off of it. But you know, nothing wrong with $1,000 mastery course. You know, some people are going to buy it, but some people can't justify spending $1,000 for knowledge when most people are like, yo, knowledge is, you know what I'm saying? You could go find it in a book, and you listen to enough podcasts, or you go listen to the people that inspired the person that made the $1,000 course. You'll see what inspires them. You'll see where their thoughts come from. You know what I'm saying? It might take longer. Here's the reason why people, you probably wonder, why do people buy information like that? Why would somebody buy a $2,000 mastery course on finances, on investing, because if you don't spend $2,000 on a course that teaches you how to invest, you might spend $20,000 losing money, learning how to do it yourself. And you could have saved $18,000 if you would have only spent $2,000. This is why people buy mastery courses, because it saves them the 10 years of having to bump their head against the wall, and they're paying for the knowledge. You know what I'm saying? And you know, not all these mastery courses are shit. Some of them are actually worth the price, I believe. But you know, there's definitely a lot of people fronting and peacocking as if, you know, and then they probably just find a bunch of free videos and then they package it into $1,000 mastery course. You know, some people do that, but when I start learning stuff, for me personally, and you know, you guys do what you want, but for me, I want there to be no resistance between me and people and the content that I have. That means that I have to make it free. You know what I mean? Like, you know why people get mad when, like, like the gospel, like, Bibles and stuff, they'd be like, yo, Bible should be free, man. Like, because like any price tag you put on God's word, there's a resistance towards, you know what I mean? If someone doesn't have the money for it, like, or if someone's homeless and they have to like really think to themselves, I'm gonna buy a Bible or I'm gonna buy a sandwich. You know what I mean? They're probably gonna they might just go with food, and they might never get God's word because it had a price tag on it. This is why a lot of people, they're like, yo, man, Bibles everywhere should be free. You know what I mean? Because there's a resistance between the consumer and God Himself with what He has to say in His Word. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Anyways, so I can't wait to just learn more, and I'm gonna just really pour out everything that I know. And I know some people feel bitter about having to do that because they're like, I don't see the reward in pouring out what I've known when I had to suffer to know what I know. I should charge people. So they expect their reward to come from people. I really believe in God, you know what I'm saying? And I just know that whatever I do, He will reward me handsomely, you know what I'm saying? And God's not cheap when it comes to rewarding people. So because I thoroughly believe that, once I start learning stuff, I'm putting it out for free, all of it, you know what I'm saying? So later today, I really want to show you what I've been doing with Facebook ads. Results haven't, really, I only spent like $13 so far. Got one reaction, you know what I'm saying? One person commented. I'm gonna show you the ad. I'm gonna show you what I did. And the thing that keeps me inspired, it's easy to get discouraged if I look at my AdSense account. Well, not AdSense, sorry, Facebook ad account. And I look at 627, and I could look at it pessimistically and be like, yo, that's 627 down the drain. Not to mention the $4,000 that I already lost. Man, I should just stop investing. Man, I should just get a job. If I start thinking like that, then I'm going to settle for a life that I'd rather not live. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm sure in that situation, I could find a way to have gratitude in it still. But you know why people are so unhappy? Because they know they're living a life less than what they were created for. You know what I'm saying? I think there's a lot of mediocre people that aren't born to be that way, that chose mediocrity. You know what I'm saying? Because getting rich was too damn hard, or evolving their mind was too damn hard. The shit that's hard is worth your time to do. That's how you know it's worth your time, because it's difficult. You know what I'm saying? Things that are easy, it might not be worth anything to you. You know what I'm saying? I say this all the time, like for the men out there. If you sleep with a girl right now, what does she mean to you tomorrow if you just met her 35 minutes ago? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of men that they just want to sleep with a girl like tonight, like it has to be like right now, not knowing that diminishes her worth in your mind. And that you're not gonna, because then you're gonna have thoughts of, I wonder if you always get down like this. You must be doing this with other guys. And then that's why you kick her to the curb, because you think that she's just like that. You know what I'm saying? But when a girl makes you wait 2 years, 3 years, or even better yet, when she's like, yo, you have to marry me if you want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Her value in your mind, it goes up, you know what I mean? Either that, or you're going to be like, oh, the hell with that. Like, I'm just trying to get a quick fix. I'm not trying to marry anybody to do something, like, and then you move on. Like, when women make it so that men have to marry them, they could use that as a tactic to weed out the time wasters that are a complete waste of their time and just want to use them for their body, right? It's like one of the few ways I could think of that you'll find someone that really likes you, when you really reserve yourself that type of way. You know what I'm saying? Because everyone who is a complete waste of your time, within the first 2 or 3 months, you'll notice the aggravation that they have towards not getting anything out of you, getting that one thing that they want. You know what I'm saying? And then it leads to like them being bitter, or like saying some salty ass words to you, like, you know what I mean? And then it just shows you where their heart is, that they're not really for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, people just like you for as much as they could get something out of you. And if you're not stimulating in the way they want to be stimulated, then they're out, they're gone. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, so that's pretty much it for this podcast. Did a lot of rambling. I don't know how much I talked about investing. Investing, I want to end on this note, right? To just like wrap it up. Investing is not a gamble unless you have no idea what you're investing in. When you're not knowledgeable of the things you're investing in, now it's a gamble. Now it's no different than being at the casino. Here's the thing about poor people. Poor people think every investment is a gamble. And since you're paranoid, you'll never invest. And since you'll never invest, you'll always work that damn job that you hate. You know what I'm saying? Probably. Unless you're like super talented, and you don't need investing. Like maybe you're a singer, maybe you're a rapper, I have no idea what you do that you're good at. And then you just blow up like doing those things. You know what I mean? But the refusal to learn is why people are perishing, like no one wants to learn. And my people perish for a lack of understanding. The shit you don't understand is destroying you. You know what I'm saying? People say what you don't know doesn't hurt you. The Bible teaches what you don't know is killing you. And you have no idea it's killing you because you don't know what you don't know. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, wisdom, right? When you value wisdom, life gets easier. That's the key to being stronger mentally. having better finances, having better marriages, having better friendships, wisdom, you know what I mean? Self-awareness and the desire to want to grow and constantly elevate better, be a better man today than you were yesterday. Like when that becomes the goal constantly, then man, life is going to be a blessing and you're going to be a blessing to everybody in your life, to your wife, to your kids, to your people are going to want to be around you. You know what I'm saying? Like, because the people that are evil as hell, bitter as hell, they do nothing else besides complain. These are people that they don't care about becoming the best version of themselves. I say that a lot, best version of yourself. What I mean, I have to specify the best version of yourself in God. You know what I mean? Like your created value, your created image, what you was meant to look like if you was living a life for what it was meant for instead of living a life less than, you know what I'm saying? And so many people don't realize their potential. That's why they live a mediocre life. And they might not even know their potential, or they know their potential and they just complain about how it's too damn hard to climb to the top of the mountain that they want to be on top of. You know what I'm saying? Like they rather fantasize about the things that they want instead of actually putting work into getting things, or they think they're entitled. You know what I mean? They think this shit should just happen overnight. I saw a meme on Instagram, made me laugh. It said, this is what it feels like when you've been in business for 3 minutes and you haven't made any money yet for 3 minutes. And I'm like, yo, it's so funny because people, and I know that's an exaggeration, but people quit 2 weeks after joining the business, 1 week. You know what I mean? Like, so you'll never know what could have happened if you would have stayed persistent. So when you really believe in something, you have to believe in the process enough to fail a couple times, to fail a lot of times because you believe in it. When you believe in something, you're willing to fail God knows how many, countless amount of times in pursuit of what you really want, because failure is not an option for you. When you really believe it, you think failure is just a stepping stone. And from that stepping stone, you learn what you have to grow as a person and elevate yourself beyond where you were previously and move on to the next level. You know what I'm saying? Like failure is not a roadblock to you. It's just an opportunity to learn. And when you have that mindset, that's how you know you're serious about your goals. Yeah, man. So I really love you guys, man. I can't wait to like really learn the stuff that could really help people. I promise I'm gonna give it away for free, whatever it is. I'm gonna do videos about it and just really put on a clinic when it comes to showing people stuff. You know what I mean? Last note that I want to end on, Gary Vaynerchuk, people asked him, yo, bro, you could put out a mastery course, $2,000, $3,000. People would actually buy your course. How come you don't condense all of your knowledge into a paid program that people have to pay to get your wisdom? He says, when you have a mindset that you have a message that you want to get out to the world and you're trying to get it out to as many people as possible before you die, then it's not about making money off of people through the knowledge that you've learned over the years. It's about getting that message out to as many people as possible. He said, if I put a price tag on it, there's now a barrier between me and my consumer. And some people are going to be like, yo, like, oh, he put out a mastery course. Oh, well, man, F this guy. Some people are going to be like, yo, I knew it. I knew you was just waiting to do that. Like they were waiting for the punch. You know what I'm saying? I knew you was going to like charge for these type of things and they're going to bail. And then other people are going to be like, oh, cool, he put out a mastery course. Like, well, I'm not buying that. Like, I'll still follow the dude, but like, yeah, so, and he was like, when you care, when your goal is get your message out to as many people as possible, then your message has to be free or as free as it could possibly be. You know what I'm saying? Like without monetizing your audience, you know what I mean? Because you really care about people getting the information. And he was like, when you have that type of mindset, it's not about how much money can I get off of people that want this information. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, so that's the last note I want to end on. You know what I'm saying? Please care about your mental health, your finances, like your goals, the things you want to do, and just believe things are possible, man. Like, the mindset I have now, I wasn't born with it, like I used to struggle with certain things. Like I used to be sad all the time. Never thought I'd have so much mental fortitude, you know what I mean? But I never gave it a thought. I never you know what I'm saying? Like I didn't care to want what I have now. I just cared to complain about people that weren't doing the things that I wanted them to do and complain how the world sucks and man, why do people have to do this and why is that? And you know what I'm saying? Now that I'm stronger, I don't even care about these things. I just come to the acceptance that the world is going to continue to be the world. And it's within my invested interest to be the best version of myself because that's the only way that I have any chance of helping this world, you know what I'm saying? Or, leaving this world better off than it was because I was born into it. You know what I'm saying? With whatever giftings and abilities that I have to offer, I have to work on being the best version of myself. Because if I focus on everything that's gives me resentment in my heart, then I become a resentful person. It leads to malevolence. It leads to like evil. inside of my heart. Now I'm being sculpted by the injustice of the world instead of scoping the world with love. You know what I'm saying? And with showing people what they're capable of. If only they knew, if only they tried. You know what I'm saying? So this is why I don't have time to be sculpted by the injustices of other people, because I'm too focused becoming the best version of myself. And in that pursuit, other people directly benefit from it, from hearing my podcast, from talking to me. You know what I'm saying? And so these are things that matter to me. And yeah, man, this is some of the things that motivate me to keep pushing forward. You know what I'm saying? So, and I just don't dwell, always looking towards the future. I want to end on a quote, right? There's a reason why your windshield is significantly bigger than your rear view mirrors. You know what I'm saying? People spend their life, navigating through life, looking at their rear view mirrors the whole time, looking at the past 5 years ago, 10 years ago. You wonder why you're crashing all the time. You wonder why you're having mental breakdowns all the time. It's because your future, if you're looking for your future, you won't find it in the past. You know what I'm saying? So your windshield is significantly bigger than your rear view mirrors, because where you're going matters so much more than where you've been. You know what I'm saying? So that's the last thing I want to end on. Look towards the future, man. It doesn't matter how you grew up or how you were abused or how you were bullied, or, you know what I'm saying? Whatever your story was, I have no, maybe you were molested, you were raped and stuff. It doesn't mean that you can't be successful. It doesn't mean that it doesn't mean you have to be resentful. Just because someone said a mean comment doesn't mean you have to cry. Just because someone isn't doing things the way you prefer for them to do it doesn't mean that you have to have a negative emotional reaction to them. And you'll learn that when you care about, your sanity, when you care about your mental health, when you start seeking content that makes you a better person, and then growing because you've consumed content that made you better, instead of consuming the things that make you more pessimistic and judgmental towards the world. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's been through stuff. You know what I mean? And a lot of people, they might not care about your problems. You know why? Because they're being consumed by the world. And when people are being consumed, they don't have time to have pity or any type of emotion towards what you're going through, because they themselves are being consumed. So they're like, dude, it sucks you're going through stuff, but I'm going through stuff. You know what I'm saying? So when it seems like people disappear, they're probably not that strong. They're probably being overcome by life. And when a person is personally being overcome by life, this is why they can't attend your pity party. It's because they're throwing one of their own at their own house. You know what I mean? So don't get mad at people that don't want to be there for you. They probably got a lot on their plate. And, their mental health was not number one in their life. You know what I'm saying? Seeking wisdom was not number one in their life. And because of that, they suffer. You know what I'm saying? Everyone has the same two options. You either learn how to adapt and be very adaptable, and in that place you'll find peace and happiness, or you dwell and complain all day about the things in this world that sicken you and the things that you can't stand. And the more you focus on it, the more you train your mind to see those things, and it becomes all you see. And if there is any good in this world, you'll completely miss it. You know what I mean? The optimistic person looks out the window and he says, man, the sun is shining. What a beautiful day today. The pessimistic person looks out the window and he only sees the specks on his window. He sees how dirty his mirror is and how he needs to clean it. And he completely misses how much of a beautiful day it is because of what he's trained his mind to see. He's trained his mind to see faults. It becomes all that he sees. And then he fails to see the good in anything anymore, ever, until he dies, or until he changes, or until he dies to himself and becomes a new creation mentally and develops a new philosophy that changes him forever. You know what I mean? So with that being said, love you guys. See you on the next one, man. Take care.